Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Out at Cannock Chase this morning, Brockton Coppice, for the Woodland Photography Meetup. Have these meetups from the group every so often. It was supposed to be in the Lake District, but unfortunately we decided to cancel it quite late into the game because it quickly dawned on us that it's going to be far too busy. Heading into this sort of peak summer season now, and the Lake District is going to be absolutely rammed with visitors. So we decided, okay, we'll postpone that one till autumn, and we'll have a bit of an impromptu one here in Cannock Chase at Brockton Coppice, arguably one of my favourite areas of Cannock Chase. So weather-wise, we was out first thing this morning, and it was a little bit clagged in. I took a couple of images. If any of those work out, I'll put those on at the end of this video. But now it's just starting to brighten up a little bit. So hopefully, we've been getting to the woods, we can find some nice light and get some good images. But there's quite a few of us here. Vlogger-wise, you've got Paul Baker, Steve Stain, Woodland Photography, Colin. So I'm really looking forward to this. I might have forgot some names as well, as I always do. But yeah, let's go and see if we can find some photos. Come over with the group to the dancing trees here. Photo I've shot many times. I'm not going to bother with it today because I've shot it, as I say, a lot of times in the past. But yeah, let these guys grab a shot because it is a stunning scene. For me at the moment, it's not quite working either because you've got a lot of hot spots on the floor which just look a bit unsightly.
What he said.
Yeah, exactly what I said. So yeah, let these guys grab some shots. I'm going to walk down a bit further. It's the light's a little bit too harsh for me at the minute. But there are some clouds in the sky, so what I'd like to happen is for some clouds to come along and just soften that light ever so much. Ever so much? Ever so slightly. Anyway, I'm going to walk on a bit further, and if I see any shots, I'll talk you through them.
A lot small.
You are small.
Yeah. I was small when I was big.
Little man.
Little man.
Small man syndrome. Small dog syndrome.
I'm downhill a bit, to be fair.
Right, so we've been walking for a bit, and we've come to this part of the woodland where there's lots of silver birch, but it is quite messy. And Steve's come up with an idea. So there's what, 6 or 7 of us here. Steve, what's the idea?
The idea is we've all got to try and get an image from this location, and we've all got to be in the sight of each other, so we can't move, I don't know, more than 100 yards, something like that.
Yeah.
Of this little area here.
And then what we'll do, and then what we'll do, anyone who's here who takes a shot, sends me the shot, I'll include it in this vlog. Yeah. And then you can put in the comments below, yeah, which shot you think's the best. Just for fun, no competition. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, as Paul says, Nikon wins. But yeah, interesting challenge anyway. So let's see what we can get.
Stealing his shot.
I'm not going to enter this into competition, but I have just found a mushroom on the floor that I've taken. Haven't got a macro lens, I've only got my 20 to 70. So just taking a real nice simple image of the mushroom. Pretty much the right hand third. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite nice, but I won't enter that as part of the competition because Paul's taking it.
You bitch.
But yeah, got to be able to find something from this little plateau. Have we given each other a time limit? Half hour?
Half hour.
Half hour.
What's that? Pretty well.
So,
Half hour or 30
yeah.
minutes, whichever comes first.
Did you hear that? Half hour or 30 minutes, whatever comes first. So I've got to be able to find a composition here. Just going to have a look round. There's a bit of sabotage going on. Steve thinks he's found the winning composition, shooting over that way. But Colin and Kenwin are blocking this shot. So yeah, it might just be for fun, but it's getting quite competitive here.
The light's nice as well.
How do you feel about Sabotage?
About what?
How do you feel about the Sabotage?
Sabotage.
Them sabotaging your shot?
It's not right, is it? Well, I was over there and there were 15 photographers in my way, so I've moved and they've all moved over in front of me here. It's a joke. It's a joke, man. It's just cheating.
He's not happy. He's not happy. Really struggled with this challenge. It's such a chaotic woodland, and the light is changing so dramatically, and you've got this lot of dappled light, just little specks of light coming through, which just adds to that chaos. It's really challenging. These guys, I think, have actually got some really nice images. For some reason, maybe I'm a crap photographer, probably am. I just can't seem to get a decent shot. I have taken one shot. I'm not a particular fan of it. I think it was more of a panic shot, if you like. But basically, you've got this silver birch there in the background, and I do quite like the branches at the top there, and there's one in the background as well, which has got some leaves on it with this branch coming down. And it's quite a nice scene, but it's a bit chaotic, especially with the light that we've got. So, hi Paul.
The light is pretty shocking, to be fair, pretty shocking. Go Nikon.
Because that would make a difference to this scene, obviously. But yeah, that's my entry. It's crap. It is what it is. It's just a good laugh at the end of the day. But whatever these guys get, I'll pop on screen for you now. Let me know of the ones that we've got. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us. Let us know which one you prefer.
It's doing a sponsor.
So,
I've seen it on
anyone get a decent shot?
Colin? No.
Oh, I don't trust that.
No, it's close to the chest.
I got a wicked shot of a mushroom.
Is that the mushroom that I shot by any chance?
No, totally different mushroom.
The one that I chose not to enter the contest.
It was the one next door.
All right, well anyway, whatever people get, let us know which ones you prefer. So as I mentioned, this was a real challenge. The area of the woodland that we were in was just so busy and so chaotic, it was really hard to try and get a decent image. And yeah, many of the guys who took the challenge have sent me photos to include in this video. So starting off with this first one from Paul Baker, a beautiful summary scene here of this flower. I've no idea what type of flower it's called, but I just love those rich greens and yellows in the scene. It's really beautiful. If I was to nitpick, I probably would have given a little bit more headroom at the top of the flower there, and maybe removed a couple of distractions. So you got that sort of dark patch behind the flower in the top of the scene there, yeah, I would have maybe just recomposed ever so slightly to get that out of the frame, but still a beautiful image. Now we have this second image here from Paul Hill, and you've got this beautiful macro scene here of these leaves, and they're both from the same tree. I don't know what tree they're from. You've got these rich greens here just contrasting beautifully against the dead leaf that's laying on top of it. Really beautiful scene. Maybe just a personal preference here, but I think I would have maybe flipped this image around 180, so you actually have the top of the leaf pointing upwards. I don't know why, it just seems to sit better with me, but still, absolutely fantastic image. Well done, Paul. And now we've got this image here from Colin Powell, and wow, beautiful scene. Love the rich, vibrant greens and yellows of the bracken there, and the leaves on the tree on the right hand side, leading you through to this beautiful silver birch on the left hand side with that beautiful texture in it. Beautiful scene. And then you've got this scene here with this beautiful silver birch from Woodland Photography, which I think may be of the same scene that Colin was photographing in the last photo. I do love this photo. The silver birch has got some lovely light on it, and it's just been sort of framed really quite nicely by these trees on the left and the right hand side there, and the colouring is just beautiful. Really nice edit on this one. Again, composition wise, I'm not sure if it could have gone a little bit wider just to take the trees on the left and the right hand side and give them a bit more breathing room, but having been to that location and seen how chaotic it was, I think that might have been a real challenge. But he's done really well considering the conditions that we had and the location that we had. Then we have this photo here from Steve Stain of this young, what looks to be a really young silver birch set amongst the bracken here. Really do quite like the edit on this. The colours look absolutely beautiful. The sort of the greens of the bracken there, with little hints of yellow within it as well. I think actually this would make a really nice scene, especially with a touch of fog in it, just to give a bit more separation from the background. But yeah, we didn't have those sort of conditions, and it was, as I say, a very chaotic area. So he's done the best he can with the conditions that we had. So great job, Steve. And then you have me. They say you can't polish your turd, and yeah, I have to say it's true. I don't really know what I was thinking here, to be honest with you. I think really what I was trying to do was bring out some emphasis on the birch on the left hand side. I do quite like the leaves that are kind of halfway up the tree on the left hand side there, with some light coming through, but it's just far too chaotic of an image, to be honest with you. But I'm quite happy with the editing on this. I like the colours on it, but that's about all I can say about it. It's not a good image. Now I'll let you choose which one you think's the best. I've got my own opinion, but I'll keep it to myself. But let me know which image you prefer out of the 6 that I've shown here. But one thing's for certain, the challenge was a lot of fun for the whole group. But it's more than that. It was great to bounce ideas off each other and learn from like-minded photographers. If you are interested in honing your woodland photography skills, I wholeheartedly recommend joining one of these group meetups. I'll put a link to the group in the description below. Right, I've passed this tree about 4 times today and finally decided to take a shot of it. This beautiful old oak tree here, it's just got so much character to it. Making this photo really all about that. I'm thinking a 16:9 crop. Just remove some of these, remove some of this bracken at the bottom and just take out a touch of the sky. What I'll do in post is there are some little light patches where the sky's coming through. I'll just fill those in ever so slightly with a clone stamp set to darken, just to make a lot more emphasis on this tree here. And I'm including as well another tree on the right hand side there, and also a lovely oak tree. It's got some lovely shape to it on the left hand side there. So yeah, it's quite nice. It'll be better in, much better conditions with a bit of fog like we had this morning. But yeah, want to return to in the future. But anyway, I think with a bit of processing, it should turn out to be quite a nice summery looking scene. So I'll pop it on screen for you now. I need to go and catch up with the guys. Another shot that's been teasing me all morning is of this petrified tree here, this I believe to be an oak tree. Just look at the light on it, it's beautiful, and the shape to it really stands out against that real dark canopy behind. Gone for a real basic, simple scene, portrait orientation, placing that tree pretty much on the left-hand third, and there is let's wait for this plane to go over. And there's a rowan tree in the background, which I've placed pretty much on the right-hand side of the image. Real nice basic scene, and I think it does work quite nicely at the moment. Again, another one of those images that I think would have looked better this morning with the slight mist that we had and the rain that we had. So I want to return to in future, but just the shape and the texture on that petrified tree just really stands out. It's a very basic composition, but I just love those sort of images that got a bit of a story to tell, and it just really stands out like that. I'll pop it on screen. It could be better. One to return to. So we've all come round this oak tree over here, and most of them I think are going for a sort of tighter crop of this small little tree, small branch that's growing out of the main trunk there. It's got a lovely shape to it, and lovely texture. It's got a lovely shape to it, lovely texture and light, but I'm not going to shoot it because everyone else is shooting it. But it is beautiful, and yeah, I hope these guys get some good shots. This vlog is going to be very different from the normal vlogs. It's not just about me going out taking photos. I really just want to bring you along with the experience of these sort of meetups. And if you do fancy coming along to one in future, go and check out Thumbs Up Photography on Facebook. Really friendly bunch of guys, all like-minded, and I think it's fair to say when everyone comes on these meetups, they really enjoy it, and we have a lot of people that come to them again and again and again, so that speaks volumes. So yeah, definitely go and check it out. But that is nice. I'm just not going to bother shooting it today. I am going to try and find something else though. Now I know I said I wasn't going to photograph that tree, but I've come round and realised it is a tree I've photographed in the past already. If any of you have watched my vlogs in the past, you may recognise this tree from probably about 5 months ago, when I had much better conditions than this. I have just reshot it because the light was quite nice on it, but it has one issue which I really hate in woodland scenes, which is I've got a big portion of the sky in. Now, that's quite a big portion of sky to try and fill in with clone stamp, but I might just give it a go just to practice really. So I'll have a play with it anyway. If it works out any good, I'll pop it on screen, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, so nearly back at the car. The lighting really has got harsh, so I think we're going to end it. I do hope you've enjoyed this. It's not my normal sort of vlog. It's not so much about me and my photography. It's really, as I say, about the Thumbs Up Photography community and the meetup that we've had and the experience that the participants have as well. If you are interested in joining one of these, please check out the link below for Thumbs Up Photography on Facebook. It'd be lovely to see some of you on one of our next meetups. As I say, really hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please consider hitting the like button, and if you've really enjoyed it, it'll help if you subscribe to the channel. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.